Most of my clients are very good friends, and in fact, in my previous agency where I was working, and due to this recent war situation, all the events got cancelled, and we have actually invested a couple of months in planning those events.
I know we have taken so much time to fix this, and it's more of a personal conversation rather than just doing a podcast. We're doing this because we are at that age where even a normal conversation now feels like very formal. It's
Exactly.
because of the life we are in, the stage we are in. Conversations are smooth, but then I know by the time we'll meet the landmarks of this podcast, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I think the flow will be there. And then we'll be back in our circle
Yes.
where we are mentally, situated. So, okay, first of all, welcome
First
and
of
thanks for
all,
joining this.
and first of all, thank you so much, Abhinav, for giving me this opportunity and inviting me. Absolute pleasure. Yeah, now you can start.
Opportunity again, like we were discussing whether we want to do this podcast in Hindi or English. Fact is, language is also a part of conversation. Generally, what happens is, like I was telling this to a friend of mine. Usually, when you talk to people in their language, you might not connect emotionally because there are so many things that you want to express, and it just doesn't come naturally when you're talking in their language. But the moment you switch to your own language, it could be your local dialect as well. Like for example, I'll talk about this where you come from, like which state you come from. If I'm talking about someone someone from Haryana, in Haryanvi, all of a sudden the dialect changes and you become personal. So we'll keep it in whichever language is comfortable. So first of all, let me just give a head start to this podcast. Thank you everyone for who's watching this. Uh, Today's guest is someone I've had the pleasure of knowing for almost a decade now. Like I remember we first met in 2016, so it's actually exactly a decade. He's a friend, peer, an entrepreneur, and someone whose career journey is anything but ordinary. So, as far as I know, and I'll have a life journey, but as far as I know, Anupam's story actually began in Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh, which is a state I haven't been to be honest. I just went to Indore once because my sister lives there. We'll talk about the personal stuff as well. But like many ambitious young professional, he moved to Delhi NCR with big dreams and a willingness to explore opportunities wherever they came from. Now, he started his professional journey in the aviation industry, drawing on his hospitality background, a field that gave him the chance to travel extensively, meet people from different cultures, and develop a strong customer first mindset. But Anupam wasn't someone who wanted to stay in one lane, and I can completely relate to this because that's why I can call him my best friend. So curious to learn and eager to build something bigger, he made a bold career transition into digital marketing by joining a marketing agency, and where exactly we met 2016 when we were working for an agency and working for a client in the hard times. What started as a professional relationship quickly turned into a great friendship. And over the years, I've had the opportunity to watch him grow, not just as a marketeer, but as a leader as well. Fast forward to today, and Anupam is the founder and CEO of Trevento, a marketing agency based in Gurugram, India. He's helping brands building a business from the ground up and leading a team that's making an impact in the digital marketing space. So, Anupam, it's great to have you on the podcast, brother. Welcome. How's life these days?
Thanks again, Abhinav. Absolute pleasure to join this podcast with you, honestly. And life is good. Life is great, and we have been really busy from like couple of months because it's not only digital marketing. You forgot Trevento is all about tech events and marketing. So yeah, events is a very big space which we are working on. A couple of our events kept us very busy in like from last few months. So yeah, it's good. It's going good. Trevento is doing good. Trevento is like a dream come true to me. And yes, having said that, that you already know about my journey a little, but just to tell your audience that my life has been really a roller coaster. I've always been a fickle-minded person. Started my studies with medical background, switched to commerce, started preparing for my MBAs. Then I suddenly switched my career to aviation, and I I still remember that day when I went to my parents and I told them that I want to fly and I want to be a cabin crew. They almost had a little heart attack. That what happened suddenly? Somebody who's a scholar and so good in studies wants to be a cabin crew. But my family has always been very supportive. They have never said no to me for anything, and that gave me wing actually, and that was the reason aviation came into my life. And that I was cabin crew. I was flying for Malaysia Airlines for almost like 4 to 5 years and was based in Kuala Lumpur. And yes, of course, I've seen a lot. I've learned a lot during my aviation time. My experience was great working as a cabin crew. Also, not only I've learned things, I've experienced a lot. I've explored lot of countries, so many cultures, different foods, their languages, about people, traditions. So yeah,
Mhm.
I always believe that whatever you do in life, whatever you learn in life, it always somewhere helps you in future. Se- uh, like I said, that I started as a medical student. It actually helped me during the my cabin crew training. Because the
Mm.
first is one of the major subjects, and usually crew gets actually gets failed in that subject when they're doing their trainings, and it actually helped me on board also during a medical emergency. Likewise, whatever I've learned during my aviation career, it actually helped me throughout my life. And still helping being an entrepreneur and working in an event industry. It's also a service industry. Aviation industry is also kind of service industry only. So it
Mm.
somewhere connects, it somewhere helps, and it really supports me a lot. So
Exactly.
yeah,
That's a very interesting point of view. In fact, so what happens is, and that's what I tell to people when I am talking about a campaign, I create any strategy. The background of whichever education you come from actually plays a vital role in your approach of creating a campaign. So, like you said, you come from aviation
definitely.
background. You come from aviation background. I came from engineering background. So I see the technicality of the things and I see through them.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah,
it's very easy for me to say that the UI and UX will not support the user. The customer will feel these problems, and it just comes by default because no matter what your background was while you are in marketing, but then that technicality, the knowledge of knowing whether this is made on HTML and whether the CSS is working or not, because at times people just throw you jargons that the CSS was wrong. Excuse me, CSS was not wrong. It's just the
yeah,
experience which is wrong and interface which is wrong, and that can be corrected. You do not have to change anything in the code. So that really helps.
exactly.
And you absolutely bang on in saying this, that what happens is when you come from aviation background, before aviation, the baseline is hospitality. And with
True.
hospitality, what comes by default is the customer support, customer care.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
this is one of the underestimated and over, like, I'll not call it overestimated, but this is something which is the base of any company, customer relationship. If you have a client and you know how to maintain that client, if you know how to maintain the relationship, the product and the sales comes next. Because if you can build that trust,
Exactly.
that only comes from people who understand what a relationship is. And that probably hospitality teaches you. So it's not a waste, it's not a change, but it's actually what makes Trevento today. Because you being a founder coming from that background is one of the biggest advantages that the company will have. Because your clients will know
Certainly.
that our hospitality is in the hands of a person who knows
Yeah,
hospitality. So that's
certainly.
great to hear. And just one more
Yeah,
thing, just want to understand. So you are based out of Gurugram right now. The company is based out of Gurugram. That's where you are
yeah,
settled,
yep,
and
yeah. So Trevento is based.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Please carry on.
No, I was just asking. No ties to Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. You have left your state, hometown.
You always have ties with your hometown. It never really, really can't move from away from the hometown. I still have connects there. I still, my brother stays there. So yeah, it's not that. But as far as Trevento is concerned, Trevento is based out of Gurgaon only, Gurugram. Yeah.
Okay.
And but we are working like all across the globe. There's a lot of events. Recently we did one event in Dallas,
Yeah.
and my next event is in Toronto, Canada.
Oh.
And
Hmm.
so it keeps on happening. So we're sitting here, but we're working globally everywhere. We have tie-ups, and that actually helps also, because event industry is something which works on your relationships. I cannot be present everywhere, my team cannot go everywhere, but if we have good connects, good relations, which
Yeah.
I have personally built in like few certain years of time, and it actually helps to expand yourself in the event industry. So yeah, and
Interesting.
not even
Interesting.
only events, we have a lot of clients actually, those who are based out of India, but we're still doing marketing, fulfilling marketing needs for them when it comes to digital marketing as well.
So just a quick
Yeah.
question. This when we talk about Trevento, how do you define your clientele? Like, are you mostly focused on events right now, and then comes to clients who have different digital marketing needs as well?
So to be honest, Abhinav, it's not like that we only want to focus on events. It's just like I personally have a interest in events, so I personally get involved more in events compared to other two verticals we have. So apart from that, we do have tech and marketing as well, and we actually are working equally in all the fields. Of course, events is something which comes with a bigger, big, like you can say a bigger thing as compared to digital marketing and tech, because events is
Hmm.
quick, it's the tat is really less, and it's like everything is, every time it is new, you don't feel like that you're working on the same thing, because every event comes with different challenges, different briefs, different expectations, and different deliverables. So of course we want to actually improve our event capabilities more. We are hiring more people in events because the hands required in that particular field is more comparatively to other verticals like tech and
Yeah.
marketing. Yeah.
But that again puts you in a very hard place because just the way you said you did events in Dallas and then now there will be one in Toronto. Uh, does logistics become a problem because organizing an event is almost like organizing a wedding in India? And then you have to think about the gifting and the chairs at the tables and the venue. And especially when the team is not there, is it difficult to manage anything which is outside India, or is it almost the same? It's because of the team, or do you also have partners that help you in this,
Yeah.
or is it solely Trevento?
So to be honest, when we started initially, yes, we did find difficulty getting partners on board, of finding good hotels, good production teams. Then initially, what we started traveling ourselves for the events. Then later
Hmm.
on, sometimes what happens, like we are having a parallel events, like couple of events going on parallelly, and it's not practically possible that team should present should go travel everywhere. And sometimes it's not possible that team be present there in every event. So yeah,
Makes
we
sense.
did find some good partners which on whom we can rely on. And if there's a new destination where we don't have a direct partner and we are working with some new partners, then definitely team flies down to that location. And sometimes
Makes
I
sense.
also fly to destinations if it's like workable and if my schedule allows me. So I personally like to go for all the events. Even sometimes my clients insist me to come for the events, so in that case also I have to fly down to the location.
Hmm. And that
Yeah.
puts me to a very important question because we are almost of same age. How do you manage this kind of stress? Like, are you happy with the flow state that you are in with this work, or is it actually a toll on your health as well? How do you take care of your health? Tell me about your personal healthy life, to be
To be
honest.
honest, to be honest, I'm so used to of this life, because when again my aviation time helps me here as well, because all my life, like almost like 5 years of my career life, I was flying with the airlines, so I was quite used to with the hectic schedule and traveling and late night flights and all that stuff. So it somewhere deep down, it is my habit of sleeping late, traveling, and for me traveling is fun. I enjoy traveling. I'm someone who loves traveling actually. So
Hmm.
whenever I get opportunity, I do travel for the events or for any work or for meeting. I don't mind doing that. And
Hmm.
working late nights or double shift, because sometimes parallelly it happens that we have event in Sydney, we have event in India, and then we have event in US. All three
Hmm.
different time zone. Everybody works. We manage team shift wise, but I personally I am on like available all the time. To be honest, my team
That's
sometimes
perfect.
ask me, "Sir, when exactly you sleep?" Because even my clients call me at 3 a.m. in the morning, and they're like, "You just pick calls in like one ring. What is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
I said, "There's nothing wrong with you. I'm so
Yeah.
work is something which gives me kick. It balances my life automatically. So yeah.
No, I remember this because we both were workaholic and we still are workaholic. In 2016, when we were working for Hindustan times. Like I was working for STGFA, and you also had a client called Century Ply, and we were the only ones left in the company. And then we became spoke partners. Then what's going on? I'm just working on this deck. Oh, same working on this deck. That deck could have
Yeah.
been done tomorrow, but I guess we just enjoy stuff that comes with the work. So now coming on to the work, this is one field of marketing that I haven't worked on is events. I'm always in two minds when it comes to anything which is related to professional events. Now I know when it comes to weddings, like this is one event that I relate to doing a large scale event. Everything is personalized. Do you also feel the same challenge of personalization with every event that you have to do, or you can still create some stacks and services that this is take this service that can be taken, and then it becomes easier for the team to implement it, or is it just personalized at every event?
No, to be honest, certain factors remains the same in all the events. Like for example, the setup and all basic setup in all the corporate events are usually same. It's a slight changes, and that totally depends on the brief from client side and their brand requirements. But yeah, we don't copy paste the formula every time. That is where we stand out. We don't believe in following the same idea every time. So even if client expectation is not something out of the box, we try to do something creative, something innovative, involving technology somehow, giving them something new every time, so that because we have a lot of repeat clients, we are doing back to back events of one client only sometimes, so we have to think out of the box. We need to think differently every time, so that we can give our clients some experience which they can remember. It's like which they can take home,
Now
so
that's
it's not
also
a.
that's also a good point. Again, sorry to interrupt you in between, but this is a question which I want to understand from a customer perspective. What makes them feel happy and what makes them come back again? Because an event's success depends on what. Is it the venue? Is it the ambience? Like what did it make them choose you again?
So to be honest, Abhinav, as if I talk from my experience, it's all personalization. It's a personal touch. They remember you because I remember their details. They don't need to give me a long one page brief for every event. I understand their needs. I just need a one line brief where the event is happening, when is the event, how many people are there, and that's it. And I usually take understand the brief completely, because I don't need because I know what kind of event it's gonna be and what exactly they need. So yeah, whatever personalization we do from our side, not even personal touch, when going to the event, talking to them, understanding their need, if there is any last minute requirement, fulfilling that. We are not the agency, or we are not the event marketing company which says no, no, you haven't told us this before, we can't do it right now. We try 200% to provide that particular thing last moment, if we can accommodate something, or otherwise we try and accommodate an alternative option for that. So we have always been very accommodative when it comes to uh, 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 like satisfying my client needs. So, and also thinking about what can be done creatively in this particular event. Because corporate event is very plain Jane, and you cannot compare with those events with wedding, like you said. So yeah, but still, there, if you are creative enough, you have a fantastic team, then you can obviously think something out of the box, and we do that every time. And thankfully, by God grace, we have managed to do it every time. And there's a lot of clients. We get a lot of testimonials, video testimonials. Every time client comes and tell us that we want to give testimonial, this send us appreciation emails. They send us messages, WhatsApp. So I'm so blessed that I have such fantastic team to back me up with all the work we are doing.
Oh, that's perfect. And in this conversation, we skipped a step which which got overshadowed by work on events.
Yeah.
It's about your health.
Yeah.
So, how's your health right
Yeah.
now? Are you healthy? Healthy and wise.
You can look. I'm quite healthy.
So wealthy and wise is cleared. Are you healthy? How are things with you?
It's going on and off sometimes. When health is something I always struggles with. So sometimes I struggle with my sleep, sometimes I struggle with my body aches and all that. It keeps on happening. But works, I told you, work is my works like as a medicine to me. So if I'm busy, I'm okay. If I'm free, a little free, something or other thing comes up when it comes
Yeah,
to
but
medical.
let's open this
Yeah.
conversation because this is something that I've been talking to you as a friend also, and I'll always keep pushing you on this. While we understand that when we are working, that this keeps us active, but work doesn't keep us healthy. Do you personally at times take out time for yourself, going to gym, going to spa, going to swimming pool, going to travel? Because this is something that we at times we just forget, and all of a sudden we realize that till the time there's a report that comes that your thyroid is high and you have a fatty liver, then you realize, no, something needs to be done.
True.
So that's something that I want to discuss. That do you feel that uh, you are balancing between the work and your personal life, especially when it comes to health?
To be honest, very well actually.
Hmm.
Previously not, but nowadays I'm balancing it quite well. And I do take out time to go for cycling. I do take out time to play badminton. I go out with my friends. I go out with my like society people. I I recently stopped gymming. I was forced to stop gymming because I recently had a shoulder injury because of gym only. So nowadays I'm not doing gym that much, but once I recover, I will definitely join soon. But yeah, but I think I'm managing it quite well because I've noticed, it's really important. Previously, I was all about work when I was working. Well, I was working as an employee in a different company. But now, even after owning my own company, I try to take out my time, and sometimes even force my team because I also have a very workaholic team. Sometimes I have to force them to please shut down your laptop and please go out, do something, and we will discuss this tomorrow. Even on weekends, I don't entertain. They will call me, sir. Please let me know about this. That
Yeah.
I tell them, let's talk on Monday because I force them to take out time for themselves, and they are like, who does that?
Yeah.
Being an entrepreneur, people want usually the thought process in India, that they want the team to work like almost like 24/7 and then on weekends as well.
Yeah.
But I'm not that kind of a person, and I've never been that manager as well. You know that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always feel that there
No,
should be a
100%.
work-life balance. Yeah.
This is something that
Yeah.
probably we as individuals started changing in a company, that efficiency is not directly related to hours spent in the office. You can be
Absolutely.
efficient in your car also. Like I was efficient when I was coming back from Noida to Gurgaon in a metro. You get ideas. Probably you are sitting in front of a laptop, you won't get the ideas.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden
Yeah.
in metro you will.
Yeah.
Now, there's one question that I always ask, especially marketeers, but now because you're a founder also, and then you see what's happening in a company. Uh, how much do you rely on AI tools for content creation? Like, do you still hire like old school graphic designers that this is the clientele that I have worked on, or you still now give an advantage that I can hire a 2, 3 year old graphic designer because I have a subscription of AI tools? So, what's your take on AI?
Okay, so AI is like these days, it's all about AI.
Yeah,
So it's something which you can love it or you can hate it, but you cannot ignore it. So
yeah.
uh, we are not actually relying on AI, but
Okay.
me. I used to
Yeah.
be a very creative person. I still am, and I personally push my creative team to think differently, think something human for client. Don't just create campaigns, create stories, create brand stories. So yeah, it is something if we use it smartly, AI is really helpful, and that's what I keep on telling my copywriters and my graphic designers that do use it. I'm not saying not to use it because it saves time, and
Yeah.
to keep up with the pace of today's marketing scenario, you can't simply avoid it. You have to incorporate it somewhere in your work style. So I
Yeah.
ask them, and they do it also because even if you say no, they will do it because these days AI
Yeah.
tools is like available for free. So I
Yeah.
tell them to use it smartly. Don't just rely on them. If you are a copywriter, probably you can take help in a research part. You previously copywriter used to take 3-4 days to research on one topic. Now it's just a matter of seconds. With AI.
Yeah.
So it helps you. It helps you draft things, but you can always. I personally feel
Sorry,
that there should
absolutely.
be a
Once again.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I personally think that human touch is very important. I
Yeah.
don't think so. I'll ever be ready to take away that from the creative field. So I want people to use it smartly, but not necessarily rely on the AI completely. So that
No,
is my
but
take on
and
AI. Yeah.
and you're bang on this because this is where I feel my interest came in creating this podcast, the human algorithm. Because I love AI and the kind of advancement generative AI has done, the kind of graphics that you can now create. I am almost a graphic designer now. I am a
Yeah.
copywriter. And
Yeah.
AI gave me this upper hand where I can have an intern as well as someone with an experience of 20, 25 years of knowledge of what has happened in graphic design because it gives a search and
Yeah.
give it back to you.
Yeah.
Now, what will you do? There's a quote by Spider-Man: "With great powers comes great responsibilities." Now you have the great powers. You have copywriters and graphic designers in a click. You just have to ask the right question and you will get the responses. Now, what do you do with this? And that's where I feel the human algorithm even now becomes more important, because now I've given you the advantage.
Yep.
Right? Earlier, if you remember, like I still remember when during those GFA days, I used to work with our graphic designer called Danish. And now when I see probably a day's work is done in seconds, because I
Yeah.
don't rely on that person. I can rely on brainstorming. I can rely on other important stuff that can be done for our clients. So it definitely is something that, like you said, love or hate, you have to live with it. And I honestly am in love with it, and it's better to just enhance with this.
Yeah, so it's all about perspective. You love it because it's helping you, and it's actually making your life easy.
Yeah.
Actually, graphic designers also, actually few of them loving it because it's making their life easy. But
Yeah.
I am sitting in the market, and I know the actual situation. Actually, people are losing their jobs, because of AI,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that is a sad reality we all have to face. Yeah, we are also hiring AI experts. We have recently hired an expert because I want to be in trend, and want to keep up with the
Yeah.
marketing universe. Obviously, ignoring it is not possible, and as a smart entrepreneur, as a business owner, cannot really avoid it.
See, I'll tell you, this is where I feel uh, people with 1 to 2 years of experience or people who are fresher are getting it all wrong. You're losing your jobs because you are not upgrading yourself with the tools that are now in the industry.
Yes,
If I can do graphic designing, it's basis the kind of knowledge I have. Just imagine someone with a graphic designing experience of 5 to 10 years. They know how to use Photoshop. Now they can edit the stuff that comes from ChatGPT, and now they can
true.
create their own creatives out of it. So ideally, it should enhance their own skills. If
Absolutely. That is what actually I was saying, that I have always tell my team that use it smartly, use it for your
Yeah.
advantage, but don't rely on it completely. You can create an image, but you can use that image smartly in your creative.
Yeah.
So, and same goes with the copywriters as well, and not only copy these days, everything, all the tools are coming, when it comes to even for a servicing team, I tell them, uh, are you typing something? Yeah. Even there are tools available for almost everything. I still remember our days making a presentation for any client, and spending nights and nights to make that. Nowadays, it's just like a few clicks thing, by AI
Yeah.
tools. So it's actually helping out everyone. And I also use AI most of the times. Like it makes your life easier. And who doesn't want an easy life these days?
And see, again, it's we call it AI, but it's not AI. We are using intelligence that is given to us by someone. Like I would have asked someone else, can you please give me this
Yep.
data point? By evening, can you tell me what was, and now you do not have to ask a person. You just have that research in front of you. So it's
Absolutely.
normal. It's just it saves you time. So we don't have to be
Yep.
afraid of this as marketeers specifically. This is something that it's now in our advantage. Use it and become a better marketeer. Like for example, this now this is another segment that I want to take your opinion on, and which is for the sake of non marketeers. When we talk to our clients, when we talk to customers, so I'm just going to throw some marketing buzzword, and I just want your opinion
Okay.
whether you feel these are genuine marketing concept or it's just marketing fluff. Honestly, I
Okay.
have used all of them, and
Okay.
before I give my input, like I want to know that either you use it just as a fluff or these are action words. Number one is, again, you need to uh, okay, let's make it viral. What's your first reaction when a customer or a client talks to you like this? Can you create a viral content? Is it a buzzword, or is just you laugh inside that what?
I laugh inside. Okay, you want to go viral? So it's a buzz. It's a fluff word, man. I don't know. Like, viral content doesn't exist in my dictionary. Yeah, content do, but viral. Sometimes I go like I have viral fever, but not viral.
Yeah, I went
Things get
viral.
viral. Yeah. So it's a fluff, but for sure it's a Gen Z word. Some slang language. I don't know. I think
No,
it's a slang
I agree to
word.
this. Like, I won't call it Gen Z word. I think this is more of a millennial word. I face this a lot, especially back in Indian marketing agencies. The first thing was create something which goes viral.
True.
It's a buzzword. What you understand, virality is not that you create. Virality goes. It's something that you cannot control. You can
Yeah.
create something which is beautiful, which you like, which might go viral. So
True.
it's
True.
virality is not a marketing concept. It's a reaction and response of the audience. Similarly, disruption. Do you think this is one of a marketing buzzword, or this is actually real?
Disruption.
Disruption. Yeah.
Disruption is a as a word. It's real. I don't know
Yeah.
in what context you are using disruption. Uh,
Yeah. So I'll,
so
I'll
it's
tell you.
it's
Generally,
it. Yeah. I
so
don't think
so
so. It's a
my
fluff word. Yeah.
yeah. No, exactly. So and why I'm putting this word is especially when it comes to your clients and events, most likely. If they say that we want to disrupt the event, the way the events are done, I don't think disruption will fall in this category, because you cannot disrupt an event till the time, like, there are some basic rules of things that you
That's
can do.
absolutely, that is what I was saying. That in what context it is going to be used. That's what's matter. So
Yeah,
it's as a word, disruption makes sense. It's
makes
not a
sense.
fluff
Yeah,
word. But if you're
yeah,
using it in a jargon language or something like that, you're mixing it with something else, then it makes complete. It can make no sense actually.
exactly. How often do
Exactly.
you use this? Like, do you talk to your clients that, this time when we create the flyers for you, this will disrupt the customers, and then they'll see.
I am a very positive person, and I always like to use positive words during my conversation with clients.
Yeah,
So not really.
that's interesting.
Disruption is not in my dictionary.
Hmm. And what kind of clientele do you have? Like, they are happy-go-lucky, or like they're really on your, they keep you on your toes. What's happening,
Okay,
Anupam?
so
Yeah.
they might be watching this podcast. All my clients are
Yeah.
very nice. They're very supportive, very helpful.
Yeah. Happy-go-lucky.
Happy-go-lucky. No,
It's
no, no.
almost
Jokes
like,
apart.
yeah,
Jokes apart. You meet all types of people in this world, and
yeah,
I also have all kind of clients in my kitty.
yeah,
So some of them are really helpful. They are very supportive. Some of they don't know themselves what they want. What is the end
yeah,
result they want. So sometimes it
yeah,
not only confuses me as a person, it confuses the whole agency.
yeah.
So sometimes it's very difficult to get uh, like to penetrate in their mind, penetrate their mind and to understand what exactly they wanted. So yeah, all kind of people are there, but we are smart enough to handle them
No,
both
but
nicely.
I'll tell you how I matured in this field of customer client relationship. So usually one thing that I admitted to was that it will always be a Tom and Jerry relationship. Always. It's a love and catch relationship. You cannot change it.
I don't believe in
Now,
this.
see,
I disagree.
I'll
I
tell you
strongly
how I
disagree.
I'll tell you how I changed like how I came to this conclusion, because till the time we were working in the agencies, the perception was completely different. When I moved to the client side, all of a sudden I realized that, and these are not just the word, but we as agencies used to say that we want a single point of contact. We want a single stakeholder, but a single stakeholder is never there on the client side. And that's what creates the chaos, because if
Yeah,
I have something
true.
in my mind, I give it to my agency, and the agency comes back, and the same person goes back to the higher management and they reflect something. Then comes an input that, we do not like this. And probably that input your point of contact never had. And when you go
Yeah,
back, now, for us, that person is irritating us. But honestly, it's just a vicious loop of feedback that will always be there. So we might see that this client is very finicky. Now, where the picture comes is the kind of person the client is. That changes the landscape, because at times the client treats agency like an agency. But understand that these are not your agency people. These are your extended
yes.
arm when you are doing any campaign. If you can treat your agency and partners like a partner and an extended arm, the relationship is not like Tom and Jerry. But if you are treating them as this work needs to be done by EOD,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
the entire conversation becomes really difficult.
exactly. So personally, Tom and Jerry relationship uh, not actually applicable in my work, because most of my clients are very good friends, and in fact in my previous agency where I was working, and I really had some really good relation, and most of the clients are actually with me today, and they
Mm,
themselves, when they came to know that I've started my own company, they themselves called me and it's like, why haven't you informed us? And I'm working for them still. So
yeah,
not every client is like that, but yeah, a couple of clients I can understand. And
yeah.
I think my team will tell us better because they are the one who are front facing them. So yeah.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. Uh, so where's your major clientele based out of? Like, it is Gurugram only, or do you have to travel mostly? That if it's not in Delhi NCR.
Uh, to be honest, not necessarily. I have many clients in Delhi NCR. Most of my clients, they have a lot of offices everywhere in India and abroad. So my
Yeah.
clientele is big, and I'm blessed. Trevento is blessed with that, and so we are not actually working with the small kind. They are based in only one location. We have clients. Most of the clients' head office is in Bangalore or in
Hmm.
Hyderabad, but yeah, their presence is everywhere, all across the globe. Most
And
of our clients are.
industry wise, what kind of clientele do you work for? Like, it's they're all B2B, or they have consumer products also. They're technical
Uh,
companies.
we have a good mix of both, but if you're talking about majority of my clients, they are tech based client and B2B.
Do you create memories with these clients? Like, I know that the relationship is always there, but do you remember campaigns when you do with B2B and tech clients that this is memorable? We had fun in this one. Or are they like, where I'm coming from is, for example, I'll take the example of STGFA. It was a very B2C campaign where the audience and the customers were regular people, their kids playing football, and then the event had a host also. The anchor comes, there's a lot of conversations going on, versus when there's a B2B tech companies event is happening. So do you have preferences, or is it actually simpler to operate, like when it comes to B2B and tech? I know it's not simple. It's like any event is not simple, especially when you are the one who's handling it. But yeah, what's
Uh,
your take on
yeah.
this?
So to be honest, if you talk about the simplicity in the B2B events and other company events, it's not like that. Even they are more complicated because sometimes we are not the only we are not the agency who only works with event organizing. We actually go all out with creating theme for the event, and we are all the creatives, all the printouts, everything we create. We actually build the event from scratch, and then we
Yeah,
build the event completely. So
yeah,
it's not that yeah, it gets boring because a lot of topics we don't know exactly what is happening and all. Now we understand because we like keep on working with them. But if you
yeah.
talk about my favorite campaign, which I really had fun, we actually, when just Trevento started, we did something with it's similar like HT FIFA. We did World Cup for Sipak Takraw World Cup, which happened
Okay,
in India last year, and we did it. And my whole team traveled, and it happened in Patna, Bihar, and my
okay.
whole team traveled for that particular event. We really had a lot of fun. That
Nice.
game, I got introduced to that game. That was the first time I saw that game, and that game was so interesting. It's like a, you can call it a leg volleyball. So
Okay.
in a simple terms. And that campaign, actually, we made a mark on that campaign. It was fun. We were working with the government people. I I have, like, half of my marketing life, I have worked
Hmm.
with government people. So I understand how to deal with all these officials, and we were enjoying a lot because I have, in my past, in my career, I have handled things like Halo India and all.
Yeah,
So it was an extension of that, but it was good that there's so many countries team were present, and it was a very good exposure for my team because we just started and
yeah.
doing such a big social campaign, digital. We were managing everything, like complete digital of that event, and
Hmm.
it really we have some viral content of that event.
Yeah, the content that went viral. No, that's interesting.
Content
See,
was viral. So
that's
yeah.
exactly what I'm saying. That virality is a word. It's a buzzword, but then things do go viral. It has to do. The elements are different. I don't know if you've seen. There was this cartoon I used to watch uh, back in the days. It was called Powerpuff Girls, and
Oh yeah,
then
yeah,
there's this guy Professor X who's trying to create something, and then all of a
yeah.
sudden he mixes chemical X,
Hmm.
and then Powerpuff Girls came out of that thing, and then they were created. So it was chemical X that made Powerpuff Girls. So you never know what your chemical X will be for a viral content.
True.
It can be anything. It
Yeah.
probably, like, the virality cannot be defined. Now, coming to this again, you transitioned your entire, like, we started from you started your career from aviation, moving to Delhi NCR, coming to the agency world. How has been your journey as an entrepreneur? Like, do you like it, or is it you are still in transition? Is it a headache, or is it something that it takes a toll on your health, body, or you're enjoying it?
Uh, okay. So honestly, it's like it. It was not easy, to be honest. Like
Um,
at the start, it gets difficult, because we are. When you are working as an employee in any company, you are so used to that ting SMS, the sound
yeah,
on every first you get salary credited, and these are temptations in life, and you really need to go away with all these things when you start your company. It takes a lot, it's not easy to start your own company, because I
yeah,
remember like almost when I planned Trevento, I actually left my job, and it took me certain months to actually think that what should I do, because
mm,
I was planning to do something of my own. My friends and they are partners now as well, so they pushed me that you should. They were actually after my life to start my own something of my own from many years now. But I finally listened to them, and then I left my job, and I thought that if I don't leave this job, I will not be able to move out from this hellhole. That
yeah,
salary gets credited, then you work for the whole month, then salary gets credited, so you're so used to that cycle that you don't want to somewhere it is your comfort zone, and you don't want to move out from that. So I thought, "Look, let's just leave the company," and then I left the company, and then it took me few months to decide what to do exactly. Then I thought that why should I do something else? I should play on my strengths.
yeah,
Marketing, events are my strength, and I should do something with that as well. So yeah, Trevento is my brainchild, and it is not easy. It has not been an easy journey. It took time,
yeah,
Trevento to stand up on its own, and obviously, like, because I had few connection in the industry, and that really helped Trevento to grow. But it's not only the relationship. You have to. In even events industry, you have to work every time, and you prove yourself every time. So every new event is a new challenge. It's just like
yeah,
you have done 10 good events and you spoil the 11th one, is actually doesn't make any sense. Like you will lose business in future, because people won't
yeah,
remember your last 10 events. They will remember the 11th event in which you have actually fucked up. So
yeah.
pardon me for my language. So yeah, so it
Oh,
has
that's
not been an
interesting.
easy journey. And then hiring people, creating a team who's like well synced, finding people who are uh, like me, when it comes
Yeah,
to work. It was a difficult thing, and luckily a few people joined me in from my previous company. They were waiting that I should start my new company, and then they will join me.
yeah,
So yeah, a couple of them joined me, which
mm,
is a bliss. And yeah, it has been a tough ride, but worth the risk.
yeah.
Worth the
No,
risk.
that's really
Now,
commendable, because
yeah,
this is one step, that this is one idea that runs through the mind of so many individuals, that I will have my own agency, I will do my own stuff. But from this step to actually doing it, uh, it's a
yes,
pit hole. Like, probably I can't tell the percentage, but I know the majority will fall into that pothole, that you won't be able to come back, and then you come back to the a regular job again, because it's a tough switch to be an entrepreneur. And at times you
yeah,
just don't realize that the kind of problems that you will have to face. It's
yeah,
hiring. At times it's just hiring,
yeah,
like you
yeah.
are not getting the right talent. And it can be location as well. It can be the overheads. Like at times, what if COVID comes? Like you're something, like you just can't go to office. COVID can be a problem. Talent
It
management
actually
is a
happened,
problem.
Abhinav. Sorry,
uh, no,
you.
no.
It actually happened recently. So we were expecting a couple of events. Like there were 3 to 4 events we were planning in Doha and Dubai. And due
uh,
to this recent war situation, all the events got cancelled. And we
uh,
have actually invested couple of months in planning those events.
yeah,
So it is like it happens. This is work, and anything can comes up. Sometimes COVID, sometimes wars, sometimes something else. So
yeah,
you need to be prepared, and you need to have a backup to hold yourself,
yeah,
firmly during those kind of situation. People were saying in India that हमें क्या फर्क पड़ता है, but it actually
yeah,
uh, we got
yeah.
literally hurt by that.
No, but
So yeah,
again, this is something that I really will follow your path and career and see. And I want to talk to you right now, that how do you see Trevento? Because this is your brainchild. Now there are two ways you can see Trevento. First, I want to understand that what is your aim and goal, where you want to take Trevento? Because as far as I know you, you
yeah,
don't compete on services. You're not competing on services, that because other companies are also giving you the same services to those clients, but you are actually providing them value, technology, and relationship. And that's what
yeah,
Trevento is all about. It's about value and commitment. There's a personal thing that you're providing them, but this personalization will keep on shrinking as you grow as a company and your clientele increases. So I just want to know
Yes.
where you see yourself, that you want to become a global events company, or in fact a complete holistic marketing company, versus retaining a small amount of client and then just giving and enhancing the value system with them.
Okay, so let me start something about Trevento. We haven't talked much about Trevento.
Mm,
So if you will see a Trevento's logo, the Trevento
mm,
logo, the T actually is inspired. The T is inspired by a windmill.
mm,
So the T has three wings. If you
mhm.
see it clearly, it's got three wings. So those
Okay.
three wings is basically three wings of Trevento. So even our tagline is the wind for your brand. So that those three wings are tech, events, and marketing. So these are three
Mm,
verticals which we are focusing on. Of course, we are focusing more on events, but
mm,
that doesn't mean that we don't want to grow in marketing and tech. So I personally want to keep everything hand in hand, and parallelly I want to improve in all the things. So yeah, growth, everybody wants growth. We are planning
mhm.
to open a branch of Trevento soon in Dubai,
Okay.
and we want to expand. We want to expand to Singapore. We want to expand to US as well. So
Mhm,
it will happen gradually. We are taking our time because we are too new, and I don't want uh, to just like get inspired with by other people and just spread my wings so that I will not be able to control the balance. I'll not be able to balance it out. So I'm taking like one day at a time, doing one
mhm,
thing at a time. And our core value, I always tell my team as well that the core value which I want to keep as an agency is honesty is the best policy, and we
mhm,
follow that and we work towards it. When it comes to marketing, I tell my team that we are not here to create campaigns. We are here to tell stories. We are here to create brand stories. We want to humanize things. We want to get that connect, because I have felt it all my life. If you put yourself in their shoes and then you think differently,
mm,
because then you understand your consumer's mindset, then you understand your consumer's needs and wants, and
mm,
over there you make a difference. Over there, and I have always been honest with my client. I don't say if they want to hear uh, something, I will not say that. I will say what I feel I want to say, because that is what I'm there for. If they are the expert, they can do it themselves, right? They can do things themselves, but we are the expert, and that is the reason they have hired us. So
mm,
this is my beauty, that I should provide them honest feedbacks and honest suggestions. So yeah,
mm.
honesty is the best policy, and I think none of the agencies are doing that. They are doing just they just want to follow what my client wants to do. They
Yeah.
Most of the agency are not, literally, I'm not saying there might be few who are doing their part, but most of
Mm,
the agency these days, competition is so much in market. Everybody wants to just retain their clients. They just want to say what they would like to listen, but we are not the agency will say what client wants to listen. We will say what they need. We will say
yeah.
what is good for them. We will say what is actually need of an hour, need of the hour, these competitive era. So,
Yeah.
and it always helps. Personal honesty always helped me, and still helping me as a entrepreneur as well. I have very genuine, nice relations with my clients. There's
Yeah.
no yeah, of course there will be transactions when it comes to work, but the relationship is not transactional. It is very personal, rooted like that.
No, I
Yeah.
absolutely, and I agree, because this is one of the things that I used to get in clash with the sales team, and that's the difference between a marketing and a salesperson. Sales is very target oriented, and eventually, what happens is when you are going on a weekly call, you're going on a monthly call, that what happened to that pipeline, you forget the value system, you forget the transparency that has to be there with the client and customer, because I, as a marketer, and I, as a customer representative, I understand the pain point. And now, if something which is not clicking with me as well, I will not sell you that service. A salesperson probably will sell you that service. And that's where I feel transparency and value system becomes such a big integral part of any client and agency relationship. It's if it's not working, we have to be honest, it's not working. And if it is working, we can enhance it the next time as well. That's an input. And plus, see, this is it's very personal to me again, because like I said, it's the human algorithm, my channel's name as well. Human algorithm keeps on changing. Now
Yeah.
probably there's something you loved in this event. You might like one anchor which you got, and all of a sudden you want to see what else can be done. Probably increase the hours of that anchor, increase the gamification, increase the interaction of
Yeah.
the
Definitely.
audience and stuff. I'm sorry, there's a reverb which is coming. But then that's where, there's so much work to be done. There's so much transparency that can be created, and relationship is everything, to be honest. Like it's everything.
Yeah,
Uh,
and also as an entrepreneur, Abhinav, and as a person myself, I've always believe in quality over quantity. So I
yeah,
don't want to have n number of clients, and where I am actually struggling, and my team is struggling to deliver quality. That
yeah,
doesn't make any sense, because at the end you will end up losing the client if you're not
yeah,
giving the quality somewhere. So it's better to keep less clients but give them quality work. Also, I always tell my team that promise less, deliver more.
yeah,
you know that is the mantra we follow, that we always s- say less but do more,
yeah.
because at the end people believe what they see, not what they hear.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
yeah,
No, that's a
that's
that's a
what.
great mantra, to be honest. Like it's so yeah, it's like there's so many stories behind this as well. But I completely agree that if you can
Yeah.
deliver more, and if the customer is going happy with the beyond expectations returns, the customer is going to come back. Again, one last thing. So what keeps you away from Trevento? Like if you're not working, what else are you doing? What do you like these days? Because like I said, we are friends for long. There's also a
Yeah.
transition biologically in our bodies. We can't go out and play sports every weekend. So what
Yeah.
keeps you busy other than when you're not working?
So when I'm not working, either I watch something OTT on OTT. You know that I watch a lot of reality show, and I'm still a fan of
What's
it.
the what's
uh,
the recent show that you're watching?
I'm watching Lockup on Netflix.
You like drama, and then you like drama. Yeah.
I love drama. I'm somebody who loves drama.
Yeah,
And
it's
yeah,
human
and I
behavior.
recently
Like
watched a
yeah.
movie also on Netflix called like Voicemail for Isabel, and I love that movie.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, do watch that movie, please. I love that
I
movie.
will. That actually reminds
Yeah.
me. I saw one limited series, just 7 episodes. It's called The Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to start that, but like
It
been
it
busy with
probably came like
events.
yeah, it came like 2 3 years ago, and it was just a weekend. I thought I'll just watch first 2 episodes and stuff, and then I just got hooked to it because I remember we have a 1-1 score on chess as well. So
No, no, no. It
it's
was 2-0.
no, no,
You
it was
lost
one
twice
one.
from me. It was 2-0.
Then it was
I
no,
still
and
have
I
the
have to.
photographs in the video.
Yeah, do you like? But
Yes.
yeah, chess is something like now. I think I'll probably I'm coming to that is that if someone likes to play chess, I just want to sit
Yeah.
down, think through. It's just
Yeah,
keeps
yeah,
my brain
I
fresh.
love chess. Although I don't play it that often these days. Even that time also when we played together, I was playing it after years. I used to be
Yeah,
a chess champion in my school, and I think I was playing chess after after a decade almost, when like you when I've beaten you
yeah.
twice, right? Yeah,
No, no, it's 1-1. It's 1-1. I can. In fact, I have a
it's two
score.
zero.
I have a score sheet as well because I remember I told you that the next time when you defeated me, I said that I was the champion in. I won't call
Yeah.
it school champion because we had different schools and then we created our own tournament kind of a thing. So it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
not something
And
official.
I remember you were very confident, and rather I would say like you were overconfident. You will beat me, but
No, I
you
lost the
actually
second
lost.
match. I lost the second match that I remember. First was definitely mine. I
You
remember
you lost two
categorically
matches.
because you.
You
That's
lost two
when.
matches.
That's
Okay,
no. That's
let's leave this
we,
conversation
yeah,
because
let's see.
it's
We'll
going
park
somewhere
this con.
else.
We'll park this conversation to the time that we meet again,
Yeah, yeah.
which
When
will
we
be soon
personally
enough.
talk. Yeah.
So again, Anupam, thank you so much. For taking out time and joining this call. I know it's difficult. It's Saturday night, and it's. I want to sing the song Saturday night. Kudi ki Saturday, Saturday karti rehndi hai.
So I was just watching the time that at what time the match is starting. The
Yeah, of
FIFA.
course. So it will
Yeah, yeah.
start at 5 p.m. Eastern time here. So I think we have 4 hours for now from now. But then yeah, I have to prepare stuff. But then again, thank you so much, Anupam. It's been amazing hearing your journey today. And again, probably it can be an inspiration to so many because while I'll not call Jabalpur a small town, but the story looks like this that, a small town boy came from Jabalpur to becoming the founder of a marketing agency. It's a story of curiosity, courage, and constant learning. That
It is
it's
true actually.
just dream
Somewhere.
big, just dream big. Uh, your journey cannot be, uh, it's probably everyone can create a biopic and your
Yeah.
biopic can also be there because we don't know how your childhood was, but we definitely know what Trevento is right now. And it's like we say that marketers spend their lives understanding customers, but
Yeah.
after becoming a founder, I think your biggest customer will be to understand your own team. So there's a new journey that you will go through as well. Because I remember we used to hate our team at times, like why is he not working and stuff. But now it's your team; they are your kids right now. So again,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us, Anupam.
Thank you,
And
Abhinav. Yeah.
everyone listening, keep learning, keep adapting. Uh, because the only thing worse than a bad campaign is probably being irrelevant. So don't be irrelevant and
Yeah.
just keep on
Absolutely.
evolving. Thank you so much. And who's your take? What's your call in today's match? Who do you think are going in the finals? So we have first matches. We
I
have
think we have
We have England versus Norway
Spain
first.
and Belgium. No, no, Spain and Belgium happened yesterday.
Yeah,
England and Norway is today, I guess. Yeah.
yeah. England is Norway's today, and Argentina's match is also today. So Argentina is playing
Yeah.
Spain today.
Okay, so I think Norway is going ahead and Argentina is going ahead. Argentina, we know what.
Argentina definitely is going ahead. Argentina
Is
definitely
definitely
is
going
going ahead.
ahead for
And
all the good reasons.
yeah, and
Yeah,
you said Norway. No, I think this. Who's playing France? France and Spain are playing in the semifinals now. Sorry, Argentina is playing someone else.
just give me a
Argentina is
second.
probably playing
You
Switzerland.
have confused me now completely.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you. Argentina is playing Switzerland because I lost track of where Argentina is. I know that they are in the finals now, so that's why I'm not keeping a track
No,
of
no, no,
what they
no.
are
There's
playing.
no. Not they're not in finals.
They
There's
will
no
be.
semi-final
What I'm
happening.
saying is, in my head, I know that they
Yeah,
will
yeah,
be
I
in the
got
finals. so,
it.
so that's why it's France versus England. That's for sure. Amanda.
No, it's Norway versus England today,
Yeah. Oh,
and
sorry. Yeah, Norway
tomorrow.
versus England.
Yeah, tomorrow. Actually, yeah, today for you,
Yeah.
tomorrow for me, and Norway and England and Argentina, Switzerland.
Argentina, Switzerland. Exactly.
Quarterfinals. The third and the
Quarterfinals.
fourth quarterfinals.
Yeah, and then I watch martial arts also. So there's this guy who's coming back after like damn, it's like 5 years or something, Conor McGregor. So my night is gone. But again, bro, I wish I could give you a hug. So thank you so much for joining this, and then we'll be in touch. We'll always be in touch. We'll keep touching. It's that reminds
We'll keep
that
touching
reminds
each
me
other. We'll keep poking
that
each
keep
other.
keep touching and poking. That reminds me of one of the graphic designer that I had. Her name, I will not call her name. Probably she'll watch it as well. So there's a sign up form that we used to create on a landing page, and the title over that inquiry form was "Get in touch with us." And I don't know what happened to her copy, or she didn't see it, and she wrote "touch us" and submit button. Just you just fill
I
your
think
form.
I think I know that designer.
Oh, there are so many stories about that also. The Chemical X. So, anyways, thank you so
Exactly.
much. And enjoy your night, and then we'll be in touch again. Stay blessed and take care of your health. Brother.
Thank you, Abhinav. Thanks a lot. It's an absolute pleasure to join today, and look forward to such session in future.
Absolutely.
And see
Bye,
you
brother.
soon. Bye.
See you
Take care.
soon.
Bye.
Take care.
Ciao.
Bye.